Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Got another battle here. It's against amigo767. I think I have one of him up probably like 5 or 6 videos ago. This was a mixed tier battle because I'm tired of OU, so it was 2 OU, 2 UU, 2 NU. It's a pretty good match, so we'll play it back. Yeah, he's a really good battler, so we'll see how we do here. Alright, so yeah, thanks for playing back. That would be my couch in the background. Alright, so he leads off with a Steelix. I lead off with my Roserade. And I just go ahead and set up my spikes, my toxic spikes, because I figure he can't really do anything to my Roserade at all. And then he just roars me out as I get my second setup, which is cool. I'm actually not too mad about that. So he sends in my Shark, which I Earthquake with it. It's a new one I made up. It does a reasonable amount, and then he just roars me out again, which is all fine, because nothing on my team is actually affected by rocks too much. Sorry. So my Scarm comes in, and I whirlwind him out because I know he's going to roar, and since I'm faster, my whirlwind will go first. And this is actually key right here, this thing coming in. So, yeah, I roar in his Linoon, I guess. It gets poisoned, takes a little bit of poison damage, and he sends in his Gardevoir. And I start going to town and setting up my spikes, which is awesome, because that's what I do. He Thunder Waves me, which is not a big deal. Iron Titan's basically for setting up spikes and whirlwinding away. He only has Brave Bird, so he can't be taunted. Or taunt locked, anyway. You know what I mean. So I get my second layer up here, as he switches in his Suicune. And I'm trying to figure out why he's purposely poisoning his entire team. And I find out later this guy is Rest, so. He surfs me, which doesn't really do too much. But I get paralyzed that turn, so, oh well. I got two layers up, it's decent, I guess. Then he surfs again. I think that puts me like low red. I don't think it kills me this turn. But I'm paralyzed again, so oh well. So I got 2 layers of toxic spikes up and 2 layers of spikes up. That's good enough for me. Alright, so then he just finishes me off with a surf, and the poison damage is racking up on him. And I'm really trying to figure out what he's doing here. Because to me it made no sense to poison half of his team. But yeah. And then here I make a stupid play. I go for the Brick Break because I assumed that he'd send in the Steelix to resist the double hit or fake out or whatever. Because I probably could have killed it in like 2 turns otherwise. Because I would have faked out, that would have done a lot of damage, and the double hit would have finished it. But then I go for the double hit here as he switches in his Slowbro, which is meh. Ambipom can take it, it's fine. So double hit puts it to about half after the poison damage and everything, which is alright. I go for another one because I didn't think a Shadow Claw would do more damage than this. And it puts it down pretty low. Not in the range where poison would kill it, but in the range where he can't switch out, which is good enough for me. And then I just Shadow Claw to finish it off, because in my luck, double hit is missed. Not as many times, but enough where it matters. Alright, so then he sends in his Gardevoir and my Sleeping Ambipom, and this is alright. Then he starts setting up his screens, Reflect first in case I wake up. That's my logic anyway. And then Light Screen for anything else. And then I'm still asleep, which is meh. And then he Mementos me, which, it's kind of bad, but once you see this, you'll think that it's not really that bad. See, I wake up on this turn and I do a double hit, and for a -2 and a screen, that did some decent enough damage. And it's funny, because it put it exactly the range where he can get his belly drum off, get the berry, and then he dies, which is pretty funny. So his Linoon's basically killed itself. And then Suicune comes back in, and I think I switch out here. Yeah, I switch out here because I know I can't do anything now. And then my Rose comes in. I love this thing, it's so awesome. It's funny, the only 2 OUs I brought were ones that set up hazards. Alright, so he switches in a Snorlax. I go for the Energy Ball, I believe. Yeah, I went for the Energy Ball on that because I didn't expect him to switch. Well, I mean, I did, but I didn't know what he'd switch to. and I figured if he switched to Steelix, Sludge Bomb would be useless. So Snorlax is in. I go for the Sludge Bomb, and I get a crit, and it does a whole lot. And I forgot that the light screen was up, so this next turn, he goes for the Body Slam here. Puts me down where I can't take another one. And I was under the impression that Sludge Bomb could kill from this level, since that's less than half of what it did before, but I forgot the light screen was up. And crits bypass light screen, so he blows up on me, which is alright, I guess. I got a lot of stuff left, so that's fine with me, I guess. And then I switch in my C. Norris, my Primate. He switches in his Suicune. I'll go for the Seed Bomb just to see how much it'll do. Yeah, this guy actually learned Seed Bomb. He's still asleep, and I'm not sure why I switched off the Seed Bomb. I think it was because Close Combat would do more damage, I guess. That was my thought process. He lives with so little health that I couldn't even see the health when I played, and I can't see it here either. Especially with the couch background being there. So I go for the Close Combat again. Sorry I bumped the mic, so probably threw off the thing for a second. Yeah, so let's take sorry. Does about a third. Sorry, I can't talk. I go for another one because I'm trying to see how much it'll do, and I think he's PP stalling me here because I have 2 left after this, I think, because I used it 3 times already. Then he switches into the Steelix, which makes no sense to me, because in my mind he should have stayed in with the Suicune, because then I wouldn't have had any close combats left for the Steelix. But Steelix dies now. And then he switches in a Suicune, which takes a pretty nice chunk off the spikes, and then Seed Bomb just finishes off. So that was a good game, Amigo. Had fun, good games. See you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this.